Yippee! Maruti Suzuki Swift Devil Circuit Challenge is back. Season 3. It's meaner, it's harder, it's tougher, and even the bad boys cannot survive this one. I am your devil in disguise, the Cape Crusader, Siddharth Kanan. And if you're faint-hearted, you gotta get back home, babies, because this show is not meant for you. And my partner in crime is Patrick.
Thank you very much, Sid. As always, Sid hits the nail right on the head. This course is devilishly difficult, and so it should be, because we have represented here some of the biggest and best companies from all over India. 5 great cities, the men and women all competing for a place in our grand final and a shot at the ultimate prize, this magnificent Suzuki car. Ladies and gentlemen, the Swift Devil Circuit Challenge starts now.
Season 3 of the Swift Devil Circuit Challenge saw a cracker of an opening from the Delhi teams showcasing their fitness and agility. With 8 finishers and an impressive record of 3 minutes 58 seconds set by Raghavendra from Payback showed that this was not just another corporate competition. Global Logic 1 and Blackberries finished in the first 2 positions to automatically qualify to the finale. Our search for the fittest corporate team has brought us to Chennai. Will they do better than Delhi, or will they fail to shine? Let's find out. The action starts now.
Chennai, one of the biggest cultural, economic and educational centers in South India, rated as the safest city in India. Maruti Suzuki Swift Devil Circuit has stepped into Chennai to challenge the super energetic and the very passionate Chennaiites, who seem to gonna run the devil over, or instead, the devil will get the better of them. Let's find out at the registrations if the contestants are pepped and ready to roll.
We as a team gonna take the Swift with us. Good luck.
First, let's get the rules of the game straight. Each team will consist of 3 members, of which minimum 1 needs to be a woman. Let's not forget, each team will have a captain who will decide the running order. The total age of the team needs to add up to at least 90 years. Each contestant needs to take on the obstacle course individually in 3 different heats. The Swift Devil Circuit Challenge is now home to 7 physical challenges and 2 mental challenges. Our warriors need to first test their mind with a mental question, after which they go on to the Devil's Steps. Successfully completing this will lead them to slog it out. After that, they make their way through the Devil's Webs and then immediately skip over the pyramids. Then they need to romp with the Devil. It only gets tougher from here as they need to swing their way across the ring barrier to only reach 1 more mental obstacle. And then comes the 12-foot wall. And guess what? Even our main man Patrick gave it a go and failed miserably. Each contestant will get only 5 minutes to complete all obstacles and a maximum of 3 attempts on the physical challenges and no such attempts on the mental challenges. Each failed attempt and a wrong answer in the mental challenge gets you a 2-minute penalty added on to your final time. Well, the war sirens have been blown and our warriors are all geared up and ready. Let's start the dance with the devil as our first contestant is ready to take on the course in the Season 3 of the Swift Devil Circuit Challenge.
So kicking off our Chennai Warriors is Hamid, representing the lifestyle team. This 30-year-old likes his basketball. He's going to have to run through hoops and more to conquer our course.
Hi, I'm Hamid from Lifestyle Chennai. I'm busy with my daily workouts, and which includes 2-kilometer run every day, and yes, of course, with more push-ups and pull-ups, and making me fit every day to complete the challenges. we as a team is getting ready for all the challenges, and watch out for Team Lifestyle for the wonderful performance.
Hamid, who's just 30 years old, from Lifestyle, basketball champion, and also a big fan of Usain Bolt, and he's done it right, and he's moving forward just like Usain Bolt would do.
But this is a marathon, not a sprint. Nevertheless, a great start by Hamid. He was quick on the draw with his answer, far quicker than some of our contenders in our last heat, which contained our Delhi teams. And after a little bit of an unsteady start, he sails through. Slog it out, Sid.
But I have to tell you, he does look like an athlete, but there's something about him which is not tight. He looks a little loose when he's moving.
I'll tell you what it is. He's wearing trousers. What on earth was he thinking? This is a shorts and gloves competition. He's got trousers on him. It's like 110 degrees in the middle of the night here. And poor old Hamid has got him for trousers. Maybe there's something on his legs he doesn't want us to see.
Yeah, maybe he's just not waxed his legs. Or you could have given him the pink skirt that you wear. You could have given it to him. You could get a lot more air there.
Should have had that sensor, really. That was a glimpse of his undergarments. But nevertheless, he's skipping over the pyramids. We're ridiculing his clothing, but this is far from an untidy start. He's doing quite well. He hits the 3-minute mark, approaching Devil's Romp, and this is the time we ask, are you a stander or a sitter? He's a stander.
You saw it. But I have to really ask you about this one. Look at that. He is clueless of what he's doing.
Well, we saw from Delhi, the seating way is the way to go. Once you stand, you leave yourself open to exactly what happened to him there, becoming badly unbalanced. And although he looks like he's in the swinging groove now, that valuable first missed attempt has cost him time. And he's scrambling somehow. It's not conventional, it's not pretty, but Hamid is up and over, is he? The Devil's Romp?
Look,
Just about.
I'm surprised he's got this far, because he's struggling every minute. If I look at him, I get a superiority complex.
And of course, Siddharth, you make a good point there, because the technique deficiencies, if you like, have left him very short of time already. Arms, I'm sure now, the lactic acid. He's already shaking his head.
Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? Come
Well,
on, tell me.
a real man would go for it and get wet. I wonder if he's going to stall for time to wait for 5 minutes to avoid going in the water. We're about to find out, but he doesn't look confident. There's no turning back now, Hamid.
And if he falls in the water, his new pants go for a toss.
He's now wearing soggy trousers, and you can see on the replay there, no conviction, no confidence in his ability, and the lights go out to signify lost life, and there's life number 2 gone already. Only one more try at this, and he might not get an attempt. There's only 10 seconds left.
I have a feeling those pants are mine. I think he's flicked it from my vanity van. Yes, it is mine. Ah! Bye-bye, Hamid. Next time, come in sporting gear.
He's the first time in the book, so 9 minutes 24 seconds, the time for everyone else to beat.
Well, Paddy boy, from the moment I saw Hamid, I felt a sense of sloppiness about him.
Yeah, it wasn't just the dress sense that was off, Sid. Those trousers obviously raising some eyebrows. But let's be brutally honest, I can't be too hard on anyone that's brave enough to take on the Maruti Suzuki Swift Devil Circuit Challenge, and Hamid was brave enough to do it.
Well, Paddy boy, Sakti from CNW, I admire this one because she's been through a lot in life. She wanted to get into the army, she could not, but she's gonna prove her mettle right here, right now.
Life ain't always about sunshine and happiness. It will push you down, but you need to always rise up and keep pushing forward. That's how winning is done. She had a nervous breakdown in her childhood, but that didn't stop her from taking on the Swift Devil Circuit Challenge.
Tell me, for all those people who are suffering from nervous breakdown, what do you want to tell them?
It's all a temporary problem. Don't think that beyond that there is more to overcome, and there is out of that there is a lot of things in the world. So you can overcome. That's because of your confidence. You have a good confidence, and you know, obviously nothing to say about that. But if you have a good confidence, you can overcome all those things.
But all I want to say is Nari Shakti rocks, and Shakti, you rock. More power to you.
And that's what Shakti did tonight. She might not have finished the circuit, but she definitely won all our hearts. Yes, this is for Chennai.
Well, inspiration happening in real life and in the challenge as well. Ladies and gentlemen, heroic stories in our circuit. Well, Paddy boy, Anand AS from Sudkemi, 30 years old, badminton champion, follows Sachin Tendulkar for his consistency. Is he going to be consistent in SDCC? I don't know. We gotta wait and watch.
Oh, this devil seems to be absolutely untamable. Now, Anand here, what makes you think that you're going to do this while the other boys haven't been able to?
I am basically a fitness freak and I've been doing exercises like 2 hours a day. I do regularly practice badminton and all, so I have the basic fitness. However, I need to push my limits to reach up to that zenith.
So Anand knows the time he's got to beat. Hamid's 9 minutes 24 seconds, crucial therefore. He gets the mental challenge right as the clock starts ticking away. He's taking his time, doesn't want to get this wrong. He knows how important this potential 2-minute penalty is, and he got it right. Well done to Anand. Now on Sid to the skip. He's going over those steps, those devil steps, like there's no tomorrow.
Oh, he's quick, he's alert. And of course, he's also a follower of the late APJ Abdul Kalam, especially worships that man for his humility, and being humble always helps you in any obstacle in life.
What I respect about Anand, and he's done his research on the course, he's found an optimum weight, the weight he believes is the best weight to carry you through all these obstacles. He's pegged it at 65 kilograms, which means I'm in trouble, Sid, because I weigh much more than 65 kg.
Yeah, you're just 30 kilos more than him. That's okay, I still love you, my friend. But this man, like you said, has really worked hard on the circuit, figuring the ins and outs. And I also like the sporty gear that he's wearing, which is unlike our previous contestant.
Uh-oh, I think we've got a stander. He's a stander. It's a bad sign, but I tell you what, it doesn't work for everyone, and it's not worked for him. And that's where his tall frame let him down. If he was slightly shorter, he might have been able to grab those legs back up. But as you can see on our brilliant slow motion replay,
Yeah, and his name is Anand, but he's not feeling a lot of Anand right now. But I've noticed people who actually sit and come are the ones who actually catch the web.
you've got to sit on the Devil's Romp. That's the one thing we've learned from certainly the Delhi heat, and I wonder if the Chennai spies were in the auditorium. We tried to keep all the teams separate, but you never know. People take this so seriously. There may have been spies in the camp. Certainly not Anand, though. He went for the standing option, but he got there in the end. And time not too bad, 2:40, no penalty minutes to come. He goes to the ring bearer, but this is not to his advantage. His height is a little bit too high for me for this one.
Because it was Porda, that's why he fell down.
You can see on the slow motion replay, he faces that inevitable fate that happens to so many of us, me included, where you get very early on in the ring bearer and have to take a drink in the wards. It might look refreshing, but the trouble is, Sid, you go in once and it gets so much harder to get past the second time.
I have a soft corner for Chennai.
Well, second life been and gone for Anand, and we're on the last chance saloon now. He's still got time in theory to finish, but on what we've seen so far in that technique on the ring bearer, which has to be so accurate to conquer such a difficult obstacle, I fear the worst. He's dripping with water now. You can see his clothes are going to weigh more. His feet, he's so tall, his feet are almost in the pool when he's hanging onto the rings. He's not going to go past the 8, I don't think.
Sorry, Anand, my expectations were high of you. You did well, but the water got to you as well.
And got the score 10 minutes, 10 seconds, which means Hamid of Lifestyle still in the lead on the first round.
Anand AS from Sudkemi. He started strong, but then he succumbed. Was he overconfident?
Well, it's strange, isn't it, Sid? We saw Hamid, our first competitor. His style looked all over the place. He looked far less tidy in his actions through the course than Anand, but at the end of the day, Hamid's clocked a faster time. You've seen the best of the action, and that action gives us the leaderboard that looks like this. It's a three-way tie for third. BGJC, Global Logic 2 and Dan Foss all in third place on 11 minutes. In second, Suchemi with 10 minutes and 10 seconds leading the way after the first round. Lifestyle 9 minutes 24. Hamid has put them in front.
Welcome back to SDCC, and the reason Siddharth Kannan is lying down over here is because I don't have the energy to cross this obstacle, which is called slog it out. You got to slog it out, but whatever happens, it's so difficult. So I'm going to do one thing is, I'm going to get my breath back, and lie down because I've given up, but the contestants over here are not giving it up. Slog it out!
Anthony A.B. from Sudkemi, Mahendra Singh Dhoni fan. He's a ball of energy, a fireball. He jumps and he pumps and he knows what he wants. That beauty of a car.
Well, Sukami in a reasonably strong position after round one. Anthony looking to get that mental challenge right, to get off on the right foot and give Sukami a really good chance of establishing final round. He's taking his time. The average reaction time for these questions, just under 7 seconds, so he was slightly over the average, but he gets it right importantly. Now, what's it going to be like on the physical aspects?
You know, he looks a little timid, but sometimes looks can be deceiving. Anthony's favorite song is My Name is Anthony Gonzalez. Main duniya mein akela hoon. It's a Bollywood hit song with Amitabh Bachchan, Vinod Khanna, etc., etc.
Loving your Bollywood styly, Siddharth. Not really loving Anthony's skill on the slog it out. It's a little bit wonky, but as I say, probably not as wonky as when I did it. He, though, gets on to the Devil's Web inside the first 60 seconds. 50 seconds on the clock. Now, will his short legs be an advantage or a disadvantage as he tries to go over and up and down those webs? Remember, it's a big drop down. If he decides to drop, I thought he was going to jump there. Only 26 inches of matting separating you from the hard concrete underneath.
Well, his corporate friends say that in the office, he's also like a fireball. He jumps on the tables, he jumps on the cafeteria, he jumps on his boss's table also to get an increment, and he never gets an increment, but he gets an increment of love.
Well, he's certainly a bundle of energy, not doing too badly at all as the top ticks away and he comes up and over the third of those big webs on the Devil's Web. He took a fall there, and I can tell you that hurts. His knees made contact with the ground, but he's plugging on regardless. His short height, a bit like myself, vertically challenged. A slight disadvantage there as he goes up and over the first pyramid. The short one, I know from experience, that's the easy one. It goes up there, having to use all that upper arm body strength. And is he going to be a stander or a sitter, Sid?
I have to tell you that both of you look like long-lost twins. You look so similar, both of you.
The similarities are absolutely uncanny, and he's a stander, taking one swing, two swings, four swings. He's not on a playground. You're not on a playground, Anthony. You've got to jump at some point. Oh, it's all gone badly wrong.
Anthony
That's
was
one life down.
He was just enjoying the swing, right? This is called the park swimming.
He's having a go. Well, he's already over the 4-minute mark. He needs to find the capacity to get some momentum and make a jump for it. Oh, he did make a jump for it, but it wasn't a high enough jump, and I fear the worst for dear Anthony now. I think I'm right in saying just one more attempt. What a great camera angle that, as you can see the pain in his face.
Come on, Anthony!
Oh!
Anthony needs a pillow. He needs a cushion because he wants to lie down and sleep there.
Anthony taking one last desperate lunge for the webbing. Misses, takes a terrible looking tumble as well. 12 minutes 23 for Anthony from Sudchemi.
Anthony Eddy from Sudchemi, both of us were discussing short in height, stature not so big. Do you think that worked against him?
Well, that's the beauty of the Maruti Suzuki Swift Devil Circuit Challenge this year. The obstacles lend themselves to different shapes and sizes at different times of the course, but the reality is when you get to the business end of that Devil's Run, and particularly the ring bearer, it probably helps to be short, but unfortunately he didn't get that far to show it. Well, the relatively disappointing time so far mean that just one good time can rocket your team up the leaderboard, and that's what Krishnan from Zoho 1 will be hoping.
In the film Agnipath, there was Krishnan Iyer Yum Yeah, and here at SDCC we have Krishnan himself. He is another spectacle guy. He has topped his biology class, chemistry class, and yes, he failed in mathematics, but today he's going to pass in this one.
Krishnan got his mental challenge wrong, but he treated the Devil's Steps with absolute contempt. He whizzed through them. Only 19 seconds on the clock. If he can keep this pace up, he's going to have plenty of time to try and get past the ring bearer. That, though's a big if. He's wonking a little bit, wobbling just a little bit at the end of Slog It Out, Sid.
He's also a poet, by the way. He writes poetry, Shakespearean poetry, Tamil poetry, and one day he's going to write a card which has poetry for you as well.
I shall look forward to receiving his poetry, but until then, I want to see him get to the top of the summit. That would please me much. Oh, look at that. He's doing not too badly here. The clock is on his side at the moment. 1 minute 34 and counting. He's taken a deep breath now. You get the feeling the legs and the lactic acid beginning to build up. Is he a sitter or a stander, Sid?
I love the way you keep bringing in acid. Do you have acidity problems?
Lactic acid is really important. You joke about it, Sid. When you're doing these kind of exercises, if the lactic acid builds up, particularly in your calves and your upper body, it can really handicap you. And he's taken well, never mind the lactic acid, he's taken a bang to the head there. That looked very painful. You'll see on the replay, Sid. Look at that.
Come on, Krishnan. Krishnan also has this lovely 3/4 shorts that he's wearing. I think that's quite a fashion move here.
Well, certainly shorts the way to go. Although, having said that, the fastest time recorded so far was by dear old Hamid wearing trousers. Now, can he hold on here? He's stuck between a rock and a hard place. I fear the worst. What a great recovery that is. That's one of the recoveries of season 3 so far. Superb from Krishnan. Now, can he seal the deal, go up and over? Look at the time, still only 2 minutes 30. There's plenty of time for him to take on the ring bearer, Sid.
And Krishnan's motto in life is, it ain't over till it's over. That is the fighting spirit of this man. That's his belief. I ain't gonna bow down till I know that I'm down and out.
Well, he looks relatively calm. He might have to decide to take 10 seconds to compose himself here. Deep breath. Where's the first ring going to go? He leads with the left hand. That's an interesting tactic. He's got to the H. Oh, he's thought better of it. He's going to rethink and go back again. Of course, one of the rings now is stuck on the letter, but we do have our stewards on the course who'll retrieve that for him. That's part of the rules. He can have that retrieved. And even though he touched the water there, it doesn't count as a lost life. You actually have to be submerged in the water to lose a life. And his height, as we said before, means he's going to be playing this in the water, even though he's not losing a life. He has now, though.
And also, if you notice his tongue coming out, he looks as if he's parched. He needs to drink water. That's very important before you come onto the hurdles, the circuit. Drink lots and lots of water.
Got to be hydrated, but Krishnan, whatever you do, don't drink the water in that pool. That's all I'll say to you. Second one down, and he's frustrated now. The clock up against him as well. He gave it a good go. Very brave indeed, Krishnan. He's furious with himself, but nothing to be too ashamed of.
Krishnan from Zoho 1. We noticed that he was there, yet not there. Everyone's struggling, most of them at least, at the ring bearer.
Yeah, in terms of the visuals, Krishnan, you could argue, is probably the most impressive. He got there, he made a fantastic recovery on Devil's Romp, but incredibly, despite the fact that when we watched it in real time, we weren't that impressed, Hamid still leads the way. Astonishing stuff from Chennai.
Sajita Mole Xavier from Royal Enfield. This lady loves playing chess. She's also a tennis fanatic. At the same time, she plays a lot of kabaddi. So will kabaddi, tennis and chess help her in SDCC Season 3? Let's watch her now.
So it's a wide open leaderboard for the Chennai Heat. Anything could change on just one good run, and Shadita is trying to give Royal Enfield that good run. Taking her time, we talked about the average response time being just about 7 seconds. She was quicker than that, but she's got it wrong. So not the best start, Sid. She still can make it up though later in the course.
But why did she start off so slow?
Yes, that's disappointing, isn't it? There was hardly any desire or hunger in her eyes there. She's adopted a change of tactics, which we've seen plenty of the women do, and this is a lot more effective. But can she get through it, Sid?
You know, I always believe that it's also about the fire inside which comes out, where you says, I'm a lion, I've got the eye of the tiger. And she is walking and sailing through as if it doesn't matter to her that much.
Well, it's an interesting point you make, Sid, but because of the penalty and the time penalties involved, and we're seeing how hard the course is to finish tonight, you actually have to use tactics of getting as far as you can, as quickly as you can, because it's an advantage to doing that and then losing your 3 lives without the time being expired. So tactics coming to play, but I'm sure her team captain is giving her every indication of what she has to do. Remember, this is the middle runner, and Royal Enfield still not out of this. Any team at this point of proceedings, we're about halfway through, can still qualify from the Chennai Heat.
And she's also a biker chick, and I would expect bikers to generally have a lot more aggression. And on top of that, she's also a Rajinikanth fan, Talaivar's fan. So where is that coming from? She looks up to people who've got a lot of aggression, but here she comes across like a lady who's meditating and doing yoga right now.
Well, you can see the arms and the strength she's having to use to pull herself up and over. Not the strongest in terms of the arm muscle, and that will come into play if she gets as far as ring bearer. But again, not to criticise anyone that's having a go. She's not the most muscular build, but she's very slender. She'll have some stamina. The fact that she weighs less will help her, of course, in some of the more demanding obstacles. And she's not done too badly at all. She gets past the Devil's Web just under the 4-minute mark to finish 4 more challenges.
But she is very popular with the teammates. As you see, they're walking by alongside with her, giving her pep talks, giving her advices. Is she following them? I don't know. But she's the epitome of calmness.
Very good technique, it must be said, on the pyramid skip. And she's going up and over. She's almost sashaying over them, isn't she, like a gymnast? And she's going to the last big one there. Now, interesting here, she's got to the ring bearer with 40 seconds on the clock. Does she fancy going for a drink, or is she going to stall to avoid getting wet?
I believe that maybe my voice can reach her right now and say, "Come on, lady!" No, it didn't reach her. She fell down.
Well, again, I think you called it right at the start, Sid. We've seen so many of the Chennai contenders not really look. I mean, looks can be deceptive, but they've not had that devil in their eye, as you like to say. Hoisting of the white flag from Chedita, and leaves Royal Enfield with work to do.
Even after the second round, the circuit is in no mood to show mercy tonight. The contestants from Delhi were making easy work of the circuit, but Chennai is surely feeling the tropical heat. But it looks like Chennai has just warmed up for the best. Let's see if we will see anyone dancing with the devil.
Well, Delhi did set the bar very high, didn't they, on the first episode of Season 3, but there's no escaping the fact, Sid, still a round to go, but Chennai need to do better.
Well, on leaderboard, retaining their number 3 position is BGJC, and number 2, jumping from number 9, is Zoho 1, and previously Sudkemi were number 2, and now they're at number 1. Well, I'm going to sing a Tamil song for our Chennai contestants so that they get motivated. Here's Chikapukku Raile, Kalakanda Parastaile, Sikapara Maile, Ad Okay Na Ad Nule. If this song motivates you, Chennai, I have a soft corner for you. Please win Pandita. Come back after the break. Chikapukka, Ray. Everyone say SDCC, SDCC, SDCC Season 3. I'm your bad boy, Siddharth Kannan. And there's one man who our expectations and hopes are pinned on. He might touch the mighty summit, Thurai Selvam.
Well, somebody's going to have to. It's been slow going for Chennai so far, but the good news is a lot of the teams have held their best runners till the last leg.
Shiv Kumar, Zoho 1, painting, listening to music is what he enjoys, but he's going to be facing a different kind of music in SDCC Season 3.
We are from Zoho team. I saw the blueprint and the first 3 obstacles, I was damn sure that I'll be crossing it up, and I was just waiting for the push limit, which is a tougher part. For that, we have to do more shoulders and upper workout. I have a positive attitude towards my physique. Chennai, we are waiting to compete with you all, and hope we'll see in Delhi.
So Shiv Kumar looking to emulate Durai, who just finished the course in under 9 minutes. And of course, Durai did it with getting his first mental challenge wrong. A good start from Shiv Kumar. He gets it right, Sid. That's the perfect start.
Well, he obviously is a painter, and that gives him a lot of inner peace, which gives him the strength to conquer obstacles. That's what he says. Now, whether painting is going to come of use here, I don't know.
Maruti Suzuki Swift Devil Circuit Challenge course is hardly a blank canvas, though. On it are painted some of the toughest obstacles in television history, and here's one of them now. The legs really pumping along with the arms up and over those devil's webs.
Well, SDCC Season 3 truly has given a platform not only to corporate icons, but people like us who are watching it, the inspiration to be fit, face hurdles, and it's not just about being on television, it's about the spirit of life. Are you getting motivated or not?
I am. It's certainly motivating me to get off my backside and do exercise tomorrow. All of these contestants from all the 5 cities across India, right here watching in the commentary box, and all you watching at home on Colours Infinity. And you want to be a part of the fun and games in Season 4, check the website sdcc.tv to be a part of all the fun and games next year.
Well, Paddy Boy, he's got that swag too. All these guys who know that they're good, they've got the swag. Sitting, standing, come on.
It's going to be a standing. Oh, that looked painful. Now, incredibly, a reminder of the rules, he doesn't lose a life there because he managed to regain his position on the launch podium. He's going to lose a life there, though, so that's 1 down, 2 to go. Don't panic yet, please, Shiv Kumar.
But he's looking very shaky, and I'm really worried about him because both the times he's almost twisted his ankle. Looks like he might just get injured if he's going to be using the same kind of strategy.
Yeah, he doesn't appear to have mastered the technique here. His technique was pretty impressive on the previous obstacles.
Well, I really hope he does it because the way he got his masala dosa packed in a box, which you finished up completely, that was really sweet of him. But I'm over. Are you sure you're going to get that car?
I'm damn sure that I'm going to get the car to Chennai.
Look at the confidence, man. Look at the confidence. What do you want to tell your opponents? Come on, face to face.
Zoho is the best and Zoho is going to the number one.
Now, Shiv Kumar's performance put Zoho in the driver's seat, but it's not over yet. Can Zoho team book both the qualifying spots? Let's not forget, there are 3 teams from Zoho. Next up is Durai Selvam from the 3rd Zoho team. Will he help Zoho make it to the first or second finish? Let's find out.
Durai Selvam, Soho 3 are struggling, languishing in the bottom third of the table, but can Durai rocket them to a qualifying position right at the death when it counts?
Hey, I'm Durai Selvam from Zoho, Chennai. I'm excited to be a part of Swift Devil Circuit Challenge. I'm a kabaddi player and I think I'm fit enough to cross all the obstacles. I think the ring barrier is going to be one of the toughest obstacles for all the participants. The Swift that is standing over there is waiting for me, for Zoho.
Durai Selvam from Zoho 3. The reason I'm pumping this guy up because everyone on my radar said he's the man who can do it. And yes, he's got a bingo right. And Durai Selvam could break Raghavendra's record from Delhi, which was an outstanding record in STCC3. He's the only man, people say, who can break that record. What say?
Well, he's certainly got the build for it, hasn't he? And he looks quite composed and confident. You can see his lean. He's clearly been training for this. Very tall, though. We've seen already being tall, not necessarily a huge advantage when you get to the business end of the course. Oh, and I tell you what, he's had a wobble there. That's a great recovery. Now, he's had a great recovery there, which is going to save him a lot of time if he can continue it. But the bad news is, Sid, he's going to have expanded valuable energy there.
Well, he also has a lot of maturity, if you know. He was kind of falling off, got his grip back. That is the sign of a true champion.
Yeah, but for one of the fancy runners to wobble that early in the course has to be a concern. And to make up time, he took the gamble of falling off the net there. Can always put a lot of pressure on the lower half of the body, but it appears to have paid off, and he now is really sailing over the pyramid skip. And to the romp we go. Surely with that height, he has to be a sitter, doesn't he? He's a stander, and he's taken a huge gamble there. He barely used the swing. His giant legs almost took him straight to the netting directly, and now he's clambering over, and all of a sudden the time looks golden. Inside 2 minutes, he clears Devil's Romp, but now the tough stuff starts.
Can he break Raghavendra's record? Everyone's counting on him, but he's slipping and falling. But the best part is he's not getting disturbed. Look at those lanky arms.
Well, he's going to struggle to break the record because that first mental challenge went wrong, but he can still go very close, but not like that he can't. He really had to be clean all the way through for the rest of the course to have any chance of breaking that record with that 2-minute penalty already incurred. And the ring's gone in the drink. Our steward will retrieve that for him, and the clock is stopped and started again when he makes his second attempt now. Oh, he was within millimetres of getting on the O, and he does get in the O. Promising this, it's promising.
Your limits. Come on, Durai Selvam. The lanky guys find it tough because their foot automatically touches the water.
That was
and
sensational. Sensational. Now, what's going to happen with the mental challenge? He can't afford, the record's gone, but he can't afford to get any more wrong. And he's got the second one wrong. So finish or not, it's only going to be a reasonable time than the brilliant one, Sid.
Can he do it? Durai Selvam, we're all counting on him. We're all wanting it. Come on! Durai Selvam, will he break that record? Will he be the man touching the mighty summit from number Chennai? He's struggling, he's almost there. Inch forward, come on, push him someone.
Oh, surely not.
Oh,
it
God.
doesn't get any closer than that now. Has he got it in him to have another go? And it looked like he was even contemplating taking the shoes off. Surely he's not going to attempt this barefoot. I can't believe what I'm seeing. He was within inches of getting up to the car. He's going to have to regroup and go again. Gone for a second attempt, and this time he's just as strong, but those long legs, he's trying to get his leg over, if you forgive the expression, and get over and across to touch the car. And is he going to do it?
Yes, he's going to do it. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The mighty summit has been touched by Durai Selvam. And we've got Adnan, one of our promoters there, who's also so passionate about SDCC3. You can see all his friends, family members screaming, shouting, Adnan, thank you for bringing us this obstacle.
Finally we have someone from Chennai conquering the course, and look what it means, not just to his teammates, but all the teams from Chennai.
Did you think you'd complete it? Did you think that you would?
This is the first obstacle running I'm doing in my lifetime. So I was just observing the people's mistake that they do in each obstacle, and I tried not to make them when I'm doing that. So I think I did that.
The hero from Chennai, the hero from Zoho 3, Durai Selvam touched the mighty summit, got a hero's welcome, everyone carrying him on his shoulders. That is the power of touching the mighty summit.
Yeah, didn't Chennai need that badly? It gives everyone else for the rest of the night encouragement, but let's be brutally honest, it just goes to show how important those mental challenges are. Raghu Binder's record from our Delhi heat was never really in danger. 3 minutes 58, when you see what's happened tonight, 2 of the mental challenges wrong. That 4-minute penalty gave him a final time of what, 8 minutes 41 seconds. That's a long way off 3:58. We've still got some runners to go. Maybe someone from Chennai will shock us and break that record.
Ding dong. Now, which means if I say it once, it's equivalent to 100 times. And I say it once, we've got a man coming up who might just touch the mighty summit.
Just Durai so far, but plenty of big runners still to come. Find out if Chennai can have more than one man at the top of the tree after the break. Welcome back to the Maruti Suzuki Swift Devil Circuit Challenge. The going's been tough for them so far, but because the going's been tough, Sid, the leaderboard is wide open. Plenty still could change.
Yeah, this one man, he eats vada, sambar, bonda, masala dosa, idli, everything, because that gives him the courage. And that's why people say he's a strong contender for the mighty summit.
It's coming down to seconds. Zoho 3 has been the comeback team. Zoho 3 won the 23rd place after the first round, but moved to the 14th place after round 2 with an impressive performance from Chandrasekharan, clocking at 11 minutes. Durai Selvam rocketed them to the second place with his fantastic finish on the summit with a time of 8 minutes 41 seconds. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Ashok Kumar can put Danfoss in the qualification spot from their current 5th place. All he needs to do is finish on the top under 11 minutes. Will he beat the devil, or will the devil take him?
SDCC Season 3 is all about inspirational stories. Ashok Kumar comes from a very humble background. His father worked day in and day out to ensure that his son becomes a man of substance. Will he prove to his father that he can do it?
Incredible scenes here at our Chennai heat. You're looking at pictures at 6 o'clock in the morning local time, and poor old Ashok Kumar has been on the course since 8 p.m. What is now last night, cheering on his teammates. He goes last out of all our competitors. The question is, Sid, have we saved the best till last, because he got his mental challenge wrong?
Yes, but this man, as people say, he's very understated, he's subtle, he is a little bit of a shy kind of a guy, but he really lets his work do the talking. And he's got the blessings of his father, who really says, I am proud to be a father to this boy.
He's basically the opposite of us, isn't he? He's the strong, silent type. We're the loud, weak type. But he's doing well, as you say, understated in appearance, but looks very focused. He's got that nice little scarf, the Swift Devil Circuit Challenge scarf around his neck, and he's onto the Devil's Web in quick time.
Well, all Bollywood stars or South Indian stars have a lot of larger-than-life feel to them. Rajinikanth, Kamal Hassan, all of them put a scarf around their neck. So maybe this is like an inspiration from them.
But he doesn't even look like he's broken sweat so far. Obviously early morning, so reasonably cool conditions. And just over the 2-minute mark, he's sailing over the third of the Devil's Web. He's going to have plenty of time to finish this course. Surely we can't have our second Chennai finisher with the very last contestant of the heat.
But you've got to notice the fact that he's so easy about it. I mean, he's not looking as if the obstacle is trying him out.
He just looks like he's going out for mangoes. The guy looks cool and relaxed, and he's a stander, not a sitter. But can he connect on the first swing? No. Second swing? No. All of a sudden, it's starting to fall apart. Has Ashok Kumar's dream died?
Vada, Ashok, Vada. Which means come, man. He's just swinging away to glory. There you go, he's got it. He's lean, he's lanky, doesn't have too much of muscle.
He's a lean, mean circuit challenge machine at the moment. Grief now, but the acid test. He's been watching his teammates since 8 o'clock last night. Now, 10 hours later, he has to take on the awesome and fearsome ring bearer for a chance to become only the second finisher from Chennai. Surely it's too much. I can't bear to look. I'm going to go down right next to the course.
Come on, go for it. Yeah, Pat, look at that. M. Ashok Kumar. A lot of people said he can do it, and he's proving them right. Sometimes the inner voice says, you are the man. Look at him. He's against all odds. You don't see an iota of stress on his face. He's not shaved. Reason being is he says, this is my way of telling the man above that I am only going to shave if I touch the mighty summit. Some people take different kinds of oath, don't they? There you go. Is he going to get this right? Come on, do it. Ah, that was a little wrong. But he might just touch the mighty summit. He actually touched the ground to wipe his hands, because when there's a lot of sweat there, it might let you lose the grip of touching the mighty summit. Also, you can see a little bit of nervousness coming. Go for it, my friend! Ah, that would have hurt. That would have hurt. Look at this, man. He's so close. He is so close. He's hanging in there. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, here is M. Ashok Kumar. He is done it.
The second man out of 69 competitors to complete the course. Is it as hard as it looks?
Yes, it's very hard.
And yeah, again, like Durai, the other guy that competed, you took 2 attempts at the summit to get up. At what point did you realize you had it cracked? When did you know you were going to get up here?
When I have moved to the second bar, I realized like I have the chance to compete.
And what about the support? You got great support down there as hard as it looks? You got great support down there.
Love my team.
You've seen it all. No one is safe here in the Swift Devil Circuit Challenge. Zoho 3 looked comfortable in the second place after Durai Selvum's performance. But M. Ashok Kumar swept them aside by scaling the mighty summit with an absolutely impressive time of 8 minutes, 15 seconds. In SDCC, it's not the end until the Devil has had its final word.
What a night it's been. Zoho 1 is at number 2. They retain their position. And Danforth, the winners for tonight, they move from the number 4th position to number 1. Anything can happen at any time. I swear it happens only on SDCC Season 3.
Well, what a heat it turned out to be in Chennai. The action took 10 hours to complete, but it was worth the wait because we almost saved the best to last, but we did. Second of our 2 finishes.
Yeah, Durai Selvum touched the mighty summit, but his team couldn't make it to the finals. And M. Ashok Kumar with Danforth raised to the finals. Applause, man. And this is me, Siddharth Kanani, a bad boy, saying keep the devil inside your life. And your bold and fearless Patrick saying
keep those arms pumping along with the legs. You need it if you're going to conquer the Swift Devil Circuit Challenge. We'll see you next time.